Hi there. This is, of course, disclaimer comes first. This is for educational and research purpose only and not financial advice. Consult your local financial advisor, licensed one, if you need a proper financial advice for your investments. So let's start with our Ethereum analysis. So last time I talked about Ethereum just dropped past this upward trending line, the purple line here, and this week it pretty much was trying to get back above the line but wasn't successful, and right now it even broke through this yellow support line. That's the peak of the last horizontal trading range above about for 2 weeks roughly here. So let me draw a box to make it clearer. So I was talking about here. We see a small horizontal trading zone here that lasted for roughly 14 days. So that's why I draw a support line right over here. But the price of Ethereum has already dropped below this line. Though this candle, there's still a little bit more than 4 hours before it gets to the close. So let's see whether it's going to successfully defend itself and go back to above the yellow line. If not, the next support would be around here. So that's around $3,000, $3,050 roughly. It's not always that exact, depending on market sentiment. I can pull it a little bit lower. That's roughly 3,000, so within that range. If it really does go below, probably a lot of people are scared of something. It's already a few red bars here. Then it may go back to this trading zone over here before it returns to the long-term playground zone. So this is the daily view. If we go to the weekly view and look at our Wyckoff analysis, so previously I already mentioned we are probably at an upthrust, or after like a little bit of accumulation here, there's a little bit of momentum and it could be another buying climax. But right now I see it's likely still within the same accumulation cycle where we have just seen the upthrust and returning from the upthrust. So last time, if we look at the last distribution cycle over here in from 2021 to 2022, the entire year of 2022 is probably, no, it's actually most of the 2021 is going up all the way to the upthrust. This time we are a little bit different. So from the buying climax to the bottom of the cycle last time, it's more dramatic. This time we are somewhere at the midline and then go back up again. So I guess the release or the issuing of the ETFs helped quite a lot for both Bitcoin and Ethereum to make their price less dramatic compared to the last cycle. But then if we look at the pattern itself, so last time after the second test, we saw around 5 weeks of climb. Similarly, we've got about 5 weeks, 5 to 6 weeks roughly, and then it start to have a larger red candlestick. That's where we are now. And the thing here is, if we look at this candlestick, it did not begin with the highest volume. The highest volume came afterwards. So the next 3 red volume bars was actually taller than the initial one. So we are having a small candle bar now. So here it can imply, even though the price is dropping, there isn't much selling going on. It may be a more comforting news for those who would think or who are more bullish, let's put it this way. And if we just look at the cycle itself, if it is really after the upfirst, we'll see a sustained drop. So for how long it will drop, or for how long it will return to the long-term playground zone. Last time, from the start of the distribution cycle all the way to right here, it took 483 days. This blue box here in the second row, 483 days. So this time, when it first left the long-term playground zone, the white box at the bottom, to where we are only 406 days. If it's 483 or 400, let's see whether we can get it. It will be March next year, March 2025, and let's see whether it will be such a steep drop. Like I said in the Bitcoin video, if we just look at the top of the upfirst, all the way to where it returned to the white zone, that was 203 days we see here. So let's take a measure. Let's pick the candle we have this week. It's basically higher than the one 2 weeks ago. So 203 days would get us to beginning of July. So there's roughly around 4 months between March and July for this to happen. If it happens more gradually, it will be around mid of next year, right after or right at first half. If it comes down steeper, it's probably by the first quarter. We'll see it returning to somewhere at the around 2,000, 2,200, or even lower like last time. It depends on how the sentiments go. So that's pretty much what Ethereum is. Like I said before, Ethereum for this cycle, it's basically bouncing between 2,200 and 4,000. It did not go beyond that much like Bitcoin. So that's where we are for Ethereum. Thanks for staying with me this time. See you next round. Thank you.